guys, so Mizu Gaming here, aka the Mizukage. Today, I'll be giving you part 1 to What If Naruto Had the Rinnegan. So, when Naruto was just being born, Kushina and Minato realized how he had purple spiral eyes. And they didn't know what this was, so they just left it. So the same thing happened at the Nine Tails attack. Now, Hiruzen would raise Naruto from the ages 1 to 4. During this time, the third Hokage had multiple encounters with the Rinnegan, you could say. Like sometimes he would see Naruto pulling certain objects without directly touching them. And he would wonder what this boy was, but he would still take care of him. Now, at the ages of 5, Naruto would live in an apartment by himself, but he was still ridiculed by the villagers. He was probably hated more, since he had those eyes, those dark purple eyes that would scare kids and people away, on top of him having the 9 tails. So for Naruto to cope with being ridiculed as much as he was, he would begin training. And during his training, he would discover his Rinnegan abilities. So, Naruto would enter the academy at age 7. During that, he would be the best student since he would train hours and hours on end. So Naruto, he would pass the academy at age 10. And at age 10, he would start going on missions with Jonin. He knew basically every Jonin to a T. So at age 12, when they were assigning teams, he really didn't have a problem with having Kakashi. So knowing this, Kakashi would tell Team 7 to go to the roof to do the bell test. Now, he would tell them they have a test tomorrow. Don't eat and don't be late. Then he would disappear. So the next day, Team 7 would be there. Now, Naruto knowing Kakashi, he would come 3 hours late. Kakashi would appear right as Naruto did. So Sasuke and Sakura would be like, both of you guys are late. What other coincidence? Kakashi would then look at Naruto, saying that Naruto had found out his trick. Now, Naruto would then tell Team 7, as the bell test started, that it was a test on teamwork. He knew Kakashi personally, and he knew that all Kakashi wanted was teamwork. So Team 7 would oblige reluctantly, though. They would say, okay. So, Naruto and Sasuke would rush Kakashi at the same time. Naruto would pull in Kakashi with his Rinnegan ability, and Sasuke would shoot a fireball jutsu at the being pulled in Kakashi. Now, Kakashi having no way out of this since the gravitation pull that Naruto was putting on him, he can't get out of it. So he does a substitution jutsu, and he subs right in front of Sakura. Sakura would then punch Kakashi. Now, let's say before this that Sakura was being trained by Tsunade inside of the academy, so she's not as useless. So Sakura would punch the living daylights out of Kakashi, and he would be sent flying to where Naruto and Sasuke was. Naruto would then say, almighty push, and he would shove Kakashi back to Sokka. Then, when Kakashi had got back, it was Sasuke there. Sasuke had did a transformation jutsu to make it look like Sokka. When that Sasuke that shot a fireball at him, it was a Naruto clone. Sokka would then come out of nowhere and grab the bells from Kakashi. Kakashi seeing this would be like, Naruto must have told them. So then Kakashi would say, alright, you pass. Sokka would then start, you could say, congratulating herself and Sasuke. Not saying a word to Naruto since. Yeah. So, Team 7 would then head out to the Zabuza arc, you could say. Sorry guys, I had got interrupted. So, where we were going, basically Naruto and Team 7 had just embarked on a mission against Zabuza. Now Naruto and Kakashi would charge at Zabuza. Naruto would begin fighting Zabuza in hand-to-hand combat. Naruto would be on the upper hand of this battle since he's been on many A-rank missions prior. So, Naruto would then begin to fight Zabuza, and eventually he would push Zabuza under the water. But when he pushed Zabuza, he started sucking up his chakra. So when Zabuza tried to stand up, he realized he didn't have enough chakra to use his chakra control. Naruto then inadvertently realized that he wasn't coming back up. So he's like, he's a skilled Jonin of the mist. He should know how to do water walking. Then Naruto's like, he must have ran out of chakra, but no way he could have ran out of chakra that fast. Now, Zabuza was wondering the same thing. Why couldn't he go back up? Was this brat sucking his chakra without him knowing? Zabuza would just begin sinking. Then Haku would be wondering why Zabuza wasn't coming up either. So Haku would come interfere and dive in the water to grab Zabuza and get out of there. But Naruto had touched Haku's leg to keep him from going down to where Zabuza was. So inadvertently, when Naruto touched Haku's leg, he began sucking her chakra too. Naruto was like, both of the people I've touched, they haven't had enough chakra to come back up. Do I have another ability to suck chakra? Naruto then wonders, and then he reaches his hand under the water and says, "Universal pull." And with that, he would pull both of them up, and he would kick them both down. Then Naruto would dive under the water himself. Then he would see Haku and Zabuza, and then he would grab both of them, throw them out of the water, and then he threw them out of the water. Naruto came blasting out of the water himself, and he kicked them back down, and he shot a massive water dragon in there that was boosted by the water to basically fold both of them. So now that those are handled, Team 7 head back to Kazuna's house, since Kazuna offered a place to stay after protecting his town. So Naruto and Sasuke and Team 7 would head back. Now, I know he's not all how he was in the original, since he heard about what Team 7 had did to Zabuza and Haku. So Inoue was basically fanboying over Naruto. So, when they got to the bridge, they saw Gado's men waiting for them. So, Naruto does multi-shadow clone jutsu and folds every single one of them.
Pause, photo shoot. Roger. Fuck that bitch, try put the fee on it. Bet put the free on it. If it's about money, then we on it. Water on my neck, you can ski on it. You can't.